Episode 124. Are these comics going to make good film and television shows? We have a Superman, and we have a creature from the Black Lagoon, and we have Ultimate Black Panther from Marvel. Let's check them out right now. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Thank you so much for hanging with me as we rant about movies, comic books, and television shows, and the occasional board game. I am your host, Frank Zanca. I'm an award-winning screenwriter, novelist, and comic book writer. And if you'd like to check out anything that I've written, you can see them behind me. But I am on Amazon. I am on Audible with Destiny Aurora. You can find the links in the description below if you want to check any of that stuff out. All right, so let's jump right into Superman. So this is the last portion or the last issue of the story arc with House of Brainiac, where we found that Brainiac was trying to create himself a queen. So by doing that, I guess he needed the powers, which we really don't find out very much about. He needed the powers of the super family. So he captured them, shrunk them. They caused all kinds of trouble, which he kind of should have expected that to happen. And then on top of that, he hooked up with Luthor, which he says in one of these issues that he knew that Luthor was going to betray him. So he wasn't very smart in most of this. He has said he has a 12th level intellect, but not very strategic, I guess, because he made a lot of mistakes. But anyway, so he plugged Lena, which is Luthor's daughter, into his ship. And Luthor basically went in to save her by putting this helmet on and has connected him in there too, so he could go and not only save her, but mess with the hive mind that Brainiac constructed. But meanwhile, the Queen is a nom person. So she likes to eat energy people. I don't really get it, but she's like the Galactus of the DC universe. But we kindly forget that later on. But let's jump into what's happening. So here's Lena and Lex inside, stuck into the ship. The ship is exploding because of everything going on with the battle inside with all the super people. And, of course, we have Lobo there as well. The main man's messing with some stuff, too. Plus, all the Zarnians, his entire city that was kept. Because he and Superman, that was one thing they had in common. They were the last sons of both of their races. But I guess Brainiac had shrunk down one of the cities of Zarnia. But then he eliminated everyone. So he's back to being #1 guy. But the artwork's pretty good. We're getting a battle between Brainiac and Superman's trying to buy Luthor time. And we just continue having splash page on splash page of battle. Battle ho! I am the Superman! And then we jump into Lex kind of battling in this, I guess, digital type portion. So everything's kind of virtual. Anyway, he's finally defeats everything like that, and him and Lena are in there. We see that he starts messing with the hive mind of Brainiac, who Brainiac's hooked up to his ship. And that's then he's got his whole family there, etc. And we have explosions happening all over the place. And the more that Luthor keeps messing with his brain, it continually counts down, and what it says is Brainiac intelligence at 40% at this point. So it continually counts down to 0, and he realizes that he's been beat, and he's like, Superman, I need you right now because I need you to take Kalu off of the ship or else it's going to be destroyed. And Kalu is Brainiac, the one city that he took off of his own planet and shrunk, and then he re-enlarged it, and it was on top of the ship. So you can see on there, on the top panel, that it gets destroyed, or whether not destroyed, but the ship's getting destroyed, and the city is now, going to be falling from it. And Superman gets up there and he levitates it with his body to try to bring it down to where? I don't know. But Brainiac uses that time to pack his queen into a ship and send it off to Earth. So this is where the absolute power thing is going to come in. And we basically have, I don't know where he put the thing, but you find out that his family, Brainiac's family, created this whole planetary ship and put all of the cities on it. So I don't know if he just kind of hovered it in space or whatever until they could build a ship around it. I don't know, but that's what happened. So anyway, he and the Lobo say, fist bump, see ya. And we'll have a true fight next time we see each other. So he reunites with Lois, and Lena and him go out to see him, and Luthor, and he's like, I was wrong about you, Luthor. And he's like, who's Luthor? So his mind from being connected is now messed up. And then we have something trying to get out at the end there. And that's the end of that. So it was generally good, although I think Brainiac's intelligence was already lower. The amount of mistakes that he made and allowing himself to be beat. But overall, it was good, and it's got some really good action in it, and I thought the artwork was pretty decent. All right, so let's jump into Ultimate Black Panther number 5. I'm pretty close to dropping this. This is supposed to be a world, the ultimate world, where the Maker, which was the evil Mr. Fantastic, decided that the world shouldn't have any superheroes, so he made sure that no superheroes are going to be made, but then I guess they were, and especially in this one where it's just T'Chaka, which is T'Challa's dad, already had it and then passed it to him during this ultimate thing. So he was already had it. I don't understand. But anyway, Storm doesn't look like Storm in here, and he's hooked up with her and Killmonger, who I guess is good in this world. And there's some kind of a leak inside the government of Wakanda, and they're giving away stuff. The villains here are Rar and Khonshu from Moon Knight, and they're looking for something here, which we then find out what that is. And yeah, I'm kind of over it already. We're on issue 5 and nothing's going on. I mean, this has just been spinning its wheels. So we finally find this thing that I guess I was wondering why the plant was there, but I guess it grows with a little bit of energy. It can grow, but then it gets uncontrollable. And her hair kind of almost looks right there, meaning Storm. But then, because nobody looks different. She's the only one that looks different in all the Ultimate stuff. Yes, she's got dreads in this one here, instead of the long flowing hair like she should have. So that kind of ticks me off that she doesn't look like she does in the regular universe. But anyway, there's that thing growing because she jolts it, and then it gets uncontrollable, and Shuri has to shut it down, etc. Blah blah blah. Nothing real. And why is she wearing a pride thing on her leg? Why? No reason. Just for them to throw it in there. But anyway, he goes to see the voodoo people, the high priestess of Wakanda, and says, you need to tell me the truth. What's this thing that I found? And she's like, oh, you weren't supposed to find that. But it was the other version of whatever fell into Wakanda with the vibranium. So they both fell at the same time. It was the yin and the yang. Now, how metal and plants are yin and yang, you got me on that one. No idea. So, and this is by Brian Hill, of which I fell off his Blade thing, because the Blade thing was started out good and then fell to crap, and that's how this is kind of doing. So anyway, they used the Panther as the metaphor for Black Panther, and, there was the meteorite, And the artwork's generally good. I really got no complaints with that. And Storm, I guess, is in the Avengers now. I don't know. I guess they can't figure out what the hell to do with her. But anyway, there's Ra and Khonshu. Again, they're supposed to be from like Moon Knight, but of course they don't look anything like any of that. But anyway, they use one of these guys to go through a portal. They inject part of their mind so that they can control him, and they send him through a portal into that room where he ends up fighting Shuri. And Shuri takes a knife out of her arm and to attack him. He's coming up with a big sword. You see where she takes the blade out and she stabs him through the hand. And he doesn't have. Well, he's not really. He's just being manipulated like a puppet, so he doesn't really feel anything. So he craps the hell out of her, and then Storm smacks him with some lightning. And she's going kind of nuts on him, but I guess he goes through the portal anyway, and he ends up taking a portion of the green stuff, and now Ra and Khonshu have it. That's it. And now we're going on to issue 6. We're on the same story arc. Nothing's really moving. I really don't care about this whole plant thing. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be continuing or not. I'll get one more issue. I give everything like 6 issues because that should be, if you're writing for the trades, it should be 6 issues, 5-6 issues, and that's a trade. So that should be an entire arc. But for some reason nowadays, they're just going on and on and on to 12. Here's volume 1 of arc 1. Come on, man. There's no reason for the storyline to be this long. I mean, back in the day, a storyline was 1 issue. Now they can't tell a story in 6 issues. They have to go on to 10, 11, 12. What's going on? So anyway, yeah, I'm going to give it one more issue, and then I'm probably going to drop it. So let's go on to Creature from the Black Lagoon Lives. There's only one more issue here. Here's another one by Ram V and Dan Waters, where there's not even really a story here. I don't even know what the hell's going on. So it's about this woman that's looking for this serial killer in the where the lagoons are. I don't know where I guess it's like the swamps. And I guess he said like Central America or something to that effect. I don't remember exactly where it took place. But some kind of an Amazon forest or whatever, tropical forest. But she keeps having dreams of going into the water and seeing the creature, and the creature killed all of these guys that the serial killer was hooked up with, and they're all, cartel people. But anyway, he kills them all, and he's got some kind of a connection with her, and she's not afraid of it. But anyway, she's having these kind of visions of being in the swamp and, it being right there, and that's kind of a nice splash page there. Plus, I really don't like how they draw him. He's a little bit weird looking in comparison. But anyway, the professor or the doctor that she's hooked up with is trying to catch this thing because it messed up his face years ago, and that's why I realized that it's kind of hooked up to the movie in that way. And she finds a trap, and she says, that's not going to work. And she says, but I'll help you trap it if you help me track down Collier, which is the serial killer. So he's like, all right, let's do it. And she says, well, we're going to need guns. You got any guns? And she kind of points to where she's seen it in the past and stuff to that effect. And I guess the cartels are burning shit down. And she's, hanging out with the guy that basically brought her there and saved her life and that kind of thing, that's hooked up with the doctor. But anyway, so they go inside, and anyway, they have plenty of guns and stuff like that. But then we look at Collier, and he is sewing. He's crazy, obviously, but he's sewing something to his arm. But we don't see that until later. So there's the whole thing where he reveals the guns that he's got, and they're going to go out hunting in the boat, where they're going to find Collier first and then go after the creature. So Collier then talks to the head of the cartel, and they're like, well, it's not been a peep out of the people in that lab over there, but we should probably just burn it down just because. And he's like, yeah, you're the boss, dude. Do what you want to do. So they go off on the boat looking for Collier, and which is where they saw on the map, and she's having hallucinations again or whatever. And then they see a body, which I think they might be in the creature, but no, it's not. It's just a body. And when the thing gets closer, they see that there's explosive on it. They're like, oh my God, it's a trap. And they jump off the boat as the boat explodes. And here comes Collier looking a little crazy and beats the crap out of the other dude. She gets thrown into the water. The creature is in there with her. And he gives her a high five. Hey, how you doing there? How you doing? But anyway, Collier ends up bringing it, which is kind of a weird thing because it looks like she's bringing drag down when she's actually getting dragged up. And he brings her on top and he says, I want to show you something. And somehow he has pieces of the creature that he's sewn to his body. I don't know, man. It's just weird. Anyway, there's only one more issue left, so I'll stick with it. But this is not really a Creature from the Black Lagoon story. I don't know what this is. It's kind of crap. Ram V is just on again, off again, man. I really haven't liked any of his stuff for a long time. Anyway, let's do a recap. Creature from the Black Lagoon lives? No. I would love to see a new Creature from the Black Lagoon movie, but this ain't it. This ain't it. All right, Black Panther, Ultimate Black Panther. No, man, this story will definitely not make a good... I like having Storm in there, because remember, they were married at one time. I like having Storm as part of Wakanda, or at least an on-again, off-again thing, but this is not working for me. This is it's really going downhill fast. And Superman with the House of Brainiac. I think if it went to a film, it would need to be rewritten, so Brainiac wasn't so stupid. But overall, I like it. I'm not crazy about this whole absolute power thing, but I'm going to maybe try that out. But yeah, this would actually work. It's pretty good. I think it needs to have a little bit more stakes involved for Earth. But overall, I think it would make a good movie. So anyway, that's it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to give me the thumbs up, give me the like, comment, and let me know what you guys are collecting. Are you guys excited for Absolute Power? Are you guys loving Ultimate Black Panther? Let me know. Also, if you can, subscribe, please do. Help me grow the channel out. And if you want to check out some other videos as well, and if you want to check out anything that I've written in the past, remember that the description below has the links in it. All right, I'll see you guys on the next episode, and have a great week. All right, bye.